Okay, my name is Jane, and I'm a business analyst who will do the demo from the FCC contractor. And also, I would like to introduce Catherine Campbell as a system owner, and I will give you, Catherine, a couple words as well. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our demo for the STLs for submarine cable landing licenses. Adrian and I are in charge of this project. I'm retiring at the end of August, and Adrian will then be in charge of the ICFS system going forward, starting in September. Everyone's on mute, and we're recording this for future play. It will be on the FCC's YouTube site shortly, like within a few weeks, I think. And there'll be links on the main FCC page in a couple of different places for you to be able to access this recording after the fact if you want to come back and re-look for anything. Q&As will happen throughout this presentation, but the questions, if you have questions, put them in the chat and we'll address them during that period of time if we can, and if not, we'll figure out how to get in contact with you afterwards for a better explanation. And if you have questions after the meeting, just send them to the ICFS demo@fcc.gov email address that you used to register. So back to Jane.
Thank you so much, Catherine. And we'll start going over our PowerPoint presentation first, and then I will switch to the more exciting demo part. Our agenda is like we go through the statement about the recording, also the questions, chat, registration with FCC course, overview of the demo, and also the user demo. And same as I'm going to have a couple stop points where we will go through the questions as well. Statement on the recording. This user demonstration will be recorded for the future training usage. By attending, you agree to be recorded. If you prefer not to ask a question during the Q&A period, you may make use of the meeting chat as well. Please hold your questions until the question answer portion of the meeting so that we can get through all of the meeting content, and you are free to utilize the meeting chat and ask questions at any time. Additionally, you may email your questions after the meeting to icfsdemo@fcc.gov. An overview of our demo. The International Communication Filing System is the official electronic licensing and filing system for the Federal Communication Commission's Space Bureau and Office of International Affairs. Each ICFS subsystem has multiple filing request types, and each filing request type requires one or more completed forms. While there are many common steps for the filing request, there are also filing variants based on the service category, request type, and FCC filing requirements. Today, we will cover FCC application for submarine cable landing, short SCL, that includes the following. And this is the forms that SCL has. It's SCL license application, also amendment of application, modification of license, renewal, request for special temporary authority, transfer control and assignment license, waiver, landing points notification, foreign carrier affiliation notification, and also quarterly report. Also, I would like to present you the same with registering with the FCC. ICFS users must be registered with the FCC and have an FCC username, password, and FCC registration number, FRN, to log in and submit FCC filings. Use the following steps to register with FCC. It's like you enter this link in your browser and open the FCC course registration page, and then select register to open an FCC account and follow the instruction on the course. They are pretty clear. And also you will get an external user guide where will be more detailed steps how to register with FCC. And also additional information about registering with the FCC can be found on the FCC registration frequently asked question page. I will show you also during the demo. And our demo will be like broken in a couple parts where I will stop and just to refer to all your questions you have. And the first part include the ICFS quick search page navigating your ICFS landing page. I will show the search bar and advanced search, the helpful links, also the button about the ICFS, where you can, the place where you can learn more about the ICFS, and also the My Inbox. This will be our first part of the demo, and I will show you them. And we can start now. After you register with FCC, you will be, and you log in to the FCC with your registration information, you will be on the landing page. Here in the right corner, you will see your credentials, your first name and last name. By clicking on it, you can log out, or you can also go to your profile. Here you can upload the picture and also all the bio information. This is the button about the ICFS. Will always put you back on the landing page. Also here you can see My Inbox. We have a couple messages here. It's whenever you fill out the application, and if FCC has any questions, they can open their external chat with you, and you will have their like information if they want to request maybe some more like documents, or you will need to add some more information for your application. Also here on the landing page, we have the this button as well, that the recents, they are all listed here. We have recent public notice, recent filings. All the recent filings are here. And then recent actions and recent reading and comments. This is the search bar, what you can use to find applications by file number, call sign, author ID, reference, reading and comments, also the public notice and company name. We can use this file number. And perform the search, and you will see all the versions of this file number. As well, to do the call sign auth ID. And we have the call sign here. And then we also have the advanced search. And here you can use those similar like file number, call sign, submission ID, contact name. I would like to show you this part, that you can select the service. For example, CL, we can select the one that in type, for example, amendment, and the perform the search, and all the ACL amendments will be here. Also, we can select the application state, like current, and all the current ACLs will be presented. Also, I would like to show you the helpful links. This is, we have the page, the helpful links. Here you can find all the useful links as the FCC homepage, also the FCC's fees. If you would like to like commission registration system, the course. Also, all the contacts are listed here. This staff list, which is broken down by the bureau. And if you, for example, you want to go and see this bureau, it will take you to another page. And then also the phone numbers. And then we have this part is for IHF if you need to register the call sign. And then here as well, we have the ICFS user guide. And then if you forgot your password, you can just also go to the helpful links. And the frequently asked questions about the filing Earth station also listed as well here. Okay, I will pause here a little bit and just if anyone have any questions.
Well, I didn't see any questions come in on chat, but I just want to say one thing about this helpful links page.
Mhm.
As we find more helpful links, or topics that would be helpful to link, this page may grow. So when you're trying to figure something out, you might want to just stop in here first. But as always, you can send an email to icfsinfo@fcc.gov and ask questions.
Thank you, Kathleen. And here we have also the external reports. They're also listed as well here under the helpful links. Now I will go to the second part of our demo. It will be regarding the SCL. As I mentioned before, that some forms they share the common information, and I will use the kind of standard small form that we can fill out together and see how to save the draft and how to submit the form, and then we will move to those like amendment, modification, waiver, and renewal, and then we will stop on the SCL transfer control and SCL LIC, because those forms also, SCL LIC has a supplement A. I will show you how the supplement A works and how the transfer control form works. Will be kind of our agenda for the demo on SCL, and then we move to fee payment, actions, and pleading and comments part. Okay, here, how to start a new application. You will go to start new application, go to international telecommunication, and then move down here, and you will find the all SCL cable landing forms. Just we'll scroll a little bit to get, yeah, this is all the forms. And here, I will use the FCN form as it's not that big and it has all the common sections. All forms have the applicant information and contact information. Here you select your FRN. The information will be pre-populated from course. You will select the entity type. If you don't want to, if the contact information is exactly the same as the applicant information, you can just check box here. So select the relationship. Majority of the TED forms, they have as well this the question after the application, applicant information and contact information, where you can add the applicant name and also the government where applicant is organized. And if you use the United States, you will see that this field will get open and you can select the state as well. Brief description of notification. This is the field that also common for the forms where you can add your brief description. And also this brief description is in my filings. It's easier to find your application. As you can see, like some questions, kind of like the sub questions as well. If you select A, one part of the form is getting open, and then if you select B, that it's different one. It's also some logic at the background. We can use the B, just set of questions. Also for TED forms, like for SCL, there are a lot of those tables, MRVS, where the information is collected, and by adding, you can also remove these rows or add new one. And this one, if I want to remove, I click on the X, and if I want to edit, I can click on the pencil. If I want to add new row, I just add new row here. Also, some other common sections what we have, it's application fees and waiver for the forms. This is the application fee. If you request yes, you can select the application fees. If you select no, you can just type another, select other exemption, or select from the government entity, non-commercial education, no license. And waiver as well, if you select yes, you can provide all the information here, also provide the attachment. If you select no, then you don't need to provide that information. Then we have the attachment section with couple certifications, statements. And then we move to attachment, confidential treatment of attachment section, which is you can provide the confidential. If you do the attachment, you can click on the checkbox, and then the system will ask you to provide two more attachments. One is public redacted version, another one is public version of confidential treatment request and supporting statement. Attach them. Also, some forms have a little bit different statements than another, but the general certification statement is pretty much similar. And then also, like all forms have the general certification statements, and as well as the signature block with a statement below here. Middle initial and suffix is not required. Here as well, you have ability to allow internal users like FCC to view draft. Like if the form is in draft state, you can click here and also say form as a draft, and then internal users will be able to see your application before the submission. Okay, we fill out the form. Also here, I'm going to remove the last name and show you that the required information also like in red in the below the form, that to show you if you miss something, the system will show you what field you're missing. Or we can save form as a draft. To find that form that you saved as a draft, you will go to My Filings, and My Filings this is your form that we just saved. You can see here the brief application description, and that I just put it on the form. And here under the My Filings, you can see that all the drafts is on top. Then we have all the pending payments applications. Scroll down, we have all pending reviews, pending consummation, and current applications, and also closed and archived. We can open our draft. And for the draft, some fields are here. The fields they're populated. And then you can submit the application. Also, before we do the submission, I would like to catch your attention by all the instructions in the forms are here. When you click on the instruction, you can see the instructions for that form. And also, if you want to print the form, you click on the print the form. You can see here all the instructions open in different tab. Down here. And then if you want to print the form, you can print the form. Also, if you want to save this form, you just save as PDF, or you can just print the form by Microsoft Print to PDF. Now we do the review to submit. And form gets submitted. And you will be presented with the confirmation screen with applicant name, submission ID, file number, submission date, time. Now we can go to see the amendment. When you click on the amendment, you will be presented with all applications, what you have in the system, which is based on your FRN, and that you can amend. You will select the application here. And here you will be presented with the populated form. Some fields will be depopulated, where you will need to enter another information. Here, out. And then we continue to submit the form. Oh, yeah, and the attachment is required for the amendment is the explanation of the amendment. And similar process as what we did just amendment is for SCL forms. If you would like to do the modification, it goes similar process. You will click on the modification of license. You will be presented with a list of the applications that can be modified. And the same goes with renewal. Here, renewal will be presented with the SCL, what can be renewed in the system. Similar, you click on here, and if you want to do the renewal, the form will be open, presented for you to do the renewal. Then a similar process goes to the basically all the SCL applications for the modification and amendment. And then I won't go through all the like smaller forms like landing points and reports, the RPT. I just will move now to the license application, the main form that includes the supplement A, and will take you through the steps of the supplement A and then to the transfer control. But before we go there, I'll just do the pause a little bit and ask if anyone have any questions.
None came in on chat, so I'm assuming there are none.
Okay. Then we can go to the license. LIC, the FCC LIC form, it's also has the same process as similar process as FCN, also has the applicant information and contact information, and some sections which are different from other forms. For example, we can start filling it out here. Similar, check here if the contact same as applicant. Okay. And here we are hitting the spot what the different from other form. SCL LIC form, same as the SCL transfer control form, has additional contact information, has the contact of an execution of law requests, also has an alternate contact for execution of law request, an agent for legal services of process, and alternate agent for legal services and process. Those sections are also presented on some other CAT forms. Here we have the checkboxes for other additional contacts. If selected, no alternate contact has been designated. If you selected, then the field will be grayed out. Also, you can fill out if it was designated. And here it's exactly the same functionality as for the previous. And here you also can just create out those fields. Similar section to other ACL forms. We have the applicant and government where applicant is organized. And this is the section where the main applicant, like lead applicant, can add the additional applications. We select yes here. We have the table where the lead applicant can select the FRN of the additional applicant. That additional applicant can come back to the form and submit the supplement. To do that, the lead applicant selects FRN. The name gets populated. Click add here. And to find the application, easier way to find the application, we can add the brief application description, which will also help the additional applicant to locate the application faster. So I see I'll here. The lead applicant doesn't need actually to fill out the all information here and then save as a draft. Also, they can fill out the all information if they want. We can just scroll down to see what the information is there, then save as a draft, and then I will log back in as the additional applicant and locate the supplement A. We have also here as some other forms, the TED forms also have the other related filings where we have the ICFS, which is the file number also, and then you are not required, but you can also add the ULS and docket number. Then here we have submarine cable information, which is also presented in the table, in the MRVS table, where the lead applicant can select and then just there like the answers. Same, we can add another one or remove this or edit it. Some questions that I scroll down. We have also submarine cable landing station location, which is the location can be entered and the percentage. Then we have there also geographic coordinates where the geographic coordinates can be entered. Scroll down a little bit as well. We have the ownership section. We have the lead applicant ownership section questions. Also the foreign carrier affiliation. And those sections as the foreign ownership, lead applicant ownership information, foreign carrier affiliations are also shared among some platforms, which is the SCL, then the SCL transfer control form, same as the ITC forms as well have the similar sections. The application fees and waiver, as we just saw those questions as well on other form, which is SCL, FCN. Then the attachments, and attachments has more statements and questions for those bigger forms like SCL and ITC. And also we have the attachment confidential treatment of attachments section that goes throughout all forms of ICFS system. Here we have some more statements. We have national security law enforcement certification statements on top of the general certification statements that presented on all forms. And then here we have the party authorization to sign. Now I will save this form as draft. and I will get back and log back in as this applicant who I added in section in additional applicant section. I will log back in as this applicant and will show you how to get to the supplement A. Let's save the draft, and now just excuse me for a second. I will now you can see that I log back as this user, that I have a different name as well here. And when this user is logged in, the user will go to My Filings and locate that application. Scroll down the application. You see that that user cannot do any changes to the application because it's an additional applicant, but that user can select the file additional supplement A and it will present the supplement A information. We will fill out this form very quick. Similar statements as on the for the lead applicant. Just and then the next steps will be to save this form. And then go to main form. And this form should be presented here. And then the additional applicant will save form. And this is the form that will save already here. And then when the lead applicant come back, he can submit the main form. I'm gonna log out as the additional applicant and come back to the form. And then we'll do the transfer control form as well for you as the main lead applicant. I'll pause here. Let me know if you have any questions while I'm logging back as lead applicant. Okay, now. Now I will show you the transfer control form, SCL transfer control form, which is also has some, I will go also back, log back in as different applicants to sign that form to show you how it does. And also explaining the differences from other forms. The transfer control form has the licensee information on the top. I will do the same follow as I can get back and sign form as this applicant. Edit for all. Also, I have the SA and transfer information. I will use the same afferent that I don't need to go back and forth between all the users. Transfer control form also has the additional contact section. Here, the applicant can check box if there are no alternate contact for execution of flow request. Same as here. And this is the part what we have for the transfer control, where the applicant can select if this is the assignment, pro forma assignment, substantive assignment, or it's a transfer control substantive or transfer control pro forma. Based on selection of those questions, we have the forms presented here, and the same if it's assignment, if it's a transfer control. This is also a little bit different set of questions. We'll scroll down through those questions. Same as on another ACL form, we had the related filings here. Here also the choice of the transfer control or assignment, if it's a voluntary or involuntary. Then we have the transaction information. already showed those foreign ownership and ownership information, foreign carrier affiliation sections on the SCL LIC form. A similar set of questions, which is when you answer yes, it has some sub-questions. Same with foreign carrier affiliation. And anything what entered in the MRVS tables can be edited, also removed, and applicant can add new row. Application fees and waivers, regular sections, what goes throughout the ICFS system, attachments, statements, and then we have the confidential treatment of attachment on STL transfer control form, and then also the national security law enforcement certification statement together with general certification statements. Transfer control forms has more signature blocks to sign. We have the licensee signature, we have transfer signature, and we have transferee signature as well. Here, as you can see that I entered there this user who is able to sign those signature blocks, and at the applicant here, you can see that I cannot do this because this signature is grayed out. And what I will do, I will save this form as a draft, come back as the user who is able to sign and can sign that form, can show you how to sign the form. Save the draft. Log as the another user. Okay. Go to my settings. And that's that we saved the draft. And then if I scroll down to the bottom form, yeah, signature is unlocked and I can sign here. Okay, I can pause here if anyone has any questions. Okay, then I can move to another part. Also, we have tab actions here, which is presented with their choices that if you want to register a new FRN in course, or you would like to pay filing fees, submit annual report, file confidential reports, do the consummation, surrender, withdraw, and delete. To pay the fees, here you will select them. You will click on. Okay. Oh, yeah, because I'm a different user. Sorry about that. Never forget to log in, back in as the lead user.
Paying the filing fees, you'll be presented with a list of applications that are ready for you to pay for. So there weren't any ready for that guy.
Thank you. Thank you, Kathleen. Yeah, here and you can select and just go to course, and you will be presented with the course page where all the explanation of the paying fee will be.
Once you log in, the 159 information will pre-populate in course.
Thank you. And here, same as I can show you the surrender part, or if you would like to withdraw, delete, and consummate, you will be presented same with the list of the forms that are eligible to do that action. You can select, will ask you to submit the file. And also the confirmation screen will be for you. Then we have another is a pleading and comments tab. And under the pleading comments, there is the first main question: is this submission begin filled on behalf of the committee or for the assessment of foreign participation in the United States telecommunication services sector? If you select yes, here you will have, under the pleading type, you will have more choices because they include the team telecom part. If you select no, the system knows that you are not interested in those splitting types and will give you the list of the general one. You can select the comment. Also, we have the confidential treatment request question presented here. The FRN and pre-fill FRN data, it's not required, but the name and company is required. You will select the file number. Also, the confidential treatment of attachment question. Don't know. And submit. Same as pleading comments has the instructions and the print the form. If you would like to do that, it has the same functionality. But the forms you can review to submit. Okay. I can pause here and just ask if anyone have any questions.
None came into the chat. Does anyone
Okay.
have any now? Seems not.
Okay, then I think I covered everything for ICL, for ICL forms, and also some other general information. I think we can end this session, and I can give you back some time.
I want to thank everyone for coming. Oh,
Thank you, guys.
There's a question now. On the question of whether the transaction is pro forma or substantive, if a transaction is both pro forma and substantive in nature, would that need to be two separate filings? That is a question for the TAD staff. Is there anyone on that can answer? David Francis Artie.
Hello, can you hear me? Am I still muted or?
No, yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, all right. This is David Crutcher, then Tad. Hi, Renee. Yeah, that doesn't really change if the pro forma transaction is part of the larger transaction, then that would all be treated as one application, as is currently the case. If it's a pro forma transaction that's going to have to happen after consummation, then that would be a separate application, excuse me, for the pro forma that you would need to file within 30 days after it occurred.
Keep up.
That answer your question? If not, we can talk about it offline.
Yep, she said thanks. Okay, it has not been answered yet. Liam Fulling asks, apologies if it's been asked before, but is the portal live or is it? Sorry, my phone was going crazy. Apologies if this is already covered, but is the portal live or is there an estimated date for when it will go live? Or it is not currently live. You can't go play around. Sorry. Estimated go live is the third full week of or second full week of August. Around the 19th of August is the current plan. So the answer is 2 applications. That's the pro forma substantive question, Kimberly. That's what it sounded like, only if they aren't combined. But David can clarify.
Again, it depends upon the situation. If it's a pro forma that is part of the substantive application, like if you are moving a subsidiary, moving something to a subsidiary prior to closing, then that could be part of the substantive application. But if it's something that is happening after consummation, then that would be a separate application. Really depends upon how the transaction is structured. And that is not changing just because of the new system. That is the way that it is being treated currently. Will continue to be treated the same way.
Under pleadings and comments, am I understanding that this is now where responses and information requested from Team Telecom will be filed? I believe the answer is yes. Is that true?
Responses and information request. No.
No.
Team Telecom. If you're filing information with Team Telecom, you'll be doing that directly with Team Telecom and not through ICFS. That would be the same as it is currently. That does not change. If you are talking about the standard questions that will be going into effect shortly, that will also be done directly with Team Telecom. We'll be putting out a separate public notice regarding the effective date for the standard questions and how they should be filed with Team Telecom.
Will there be a grace period for the new portal? Well, for example, will the new portal be required for all applications and filings once it's live? Or will the old ICFS be available for use for some designated period of time? The new ICFS will be the new place to file as soon as it goes live. The old one may be around for a little bit if you want to search through things, but you won't be able to file anything there. You'll have to be redirected to the new ICFS. Because once the data is migrated, we don't want to put any data into the old system. And then in the inbox, will there be a note PN action releases? In the inbox, will there be note PN action releases. The inbox for a user will get notifications from the system and from internal staff if they choose to send stuff that way. What I've seen in UAT is that when a PN is processed that contains an application related, it does seem to go there. So the answer is probably yes.
I can answer yes, Kathleen. It goes
Yeah.
there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was going to ask you to verify, so you did. So, yay. Okay, any more questions? Okay.
Yeah.
If you have any more after the fact, you think of something else you want to ask, send an email to icfsdemo@fcc.gov and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. This recording will be available within a couple of weeks. I'm not quite sure how long it takes for the video staff to make it postable. But it'll be there, and then there'll be links on ICFS, helpful links, and there'll be links on I guess it's the page you all went to get information about registering. It'll be posted there as well. So thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your time.